people of Gotham City. The moment you have all been waiting for. The grand finale. The climax of my performance. The zenith of my career.
It's gone. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Yo-Jo Jerk toy review. I'm your host, Dusty Rhodes, and today we'll be looking at the DC Multiverse, the Flourish Batmobile. And look at this beautiful monster. Let's take a look at the box. Here we have the Flash movie logo. Down here we have our DC Multiverse brand. Over here we have a nice stylized photoshopped image of the 1989 Batmobile. Down here we have the size of the vehicle. On the top of the box we have the Flash movie logo, Batmobile. DC Multiverse logo, McFarlane Toys logo. On the back of the package, we have an actual photo of the 89 Batmobile. Over here, we have a little photo of the cockpit. Fits most 7-inch figures. Over here, more Batmobile and Flash. Down here, more measurements. Little bit of legal mush over here. On the bottom of the box, we have more legal mush and a barcode. On this side of the package, we have another Flash logo, the Batmobile, the Flash, some phone app crap that I don't care about. On this side, more the Flash movie crap, the Batmobile, the Flash, McFarlane Toys. All right, let's get this sucker open. Cut 1, cut 2, cut 3, pop. Unfold, unfold. Pop this cork out. Oh, baby, I see you in there. All right, we're gonna pop that guy out. And we'll take a look at this. All right, people, this is what we get in the bag. We get our 2 fins in separate baggies. The Batmobile is wrapped in a cardboard life preserver that keeps it floating in the middle of the box. So I'm gonna remove that. Now that that's gone, we got a little tape on the end here. Pop that bag. And, oh, this is cool. All right, let's pop these fins. Fin 1, fin 2. So on the back, to install the fins, you have a little R and a little L. On your fin, you have a little L. On your other fin, you have a little R. And then you just match them up and pop them in. There's one. And then there is the other one. And let's just take a look at this beauty. I know you're looking at the cockpit. We all know about the cockpit. I'm not the first guy to review this, but holy shit, this thing is fucking huge in your hands when you get it. It's really big. All right, let's take a closer look at this mean machine. Let's start at the front. Up front here, we get the jet turbine and lights. The turbine itself is a gunmetal color, different than the shiny black plastic. Down here on the headlights, we just get solid yellow. Over here on the tire, we get a rim with the bat symbol in there in gold. And nice little rubber tires. If you give them a squeeze, they definitely are rubber. The tires themselves have a really good tread pattern on them. All right, on the side here, we have all this nice intake detail. Along here, we have more of the metal components and parts for the motor. They're detailed really nicely. I looked at pictures of the actual motor, and this looks pretty spot on. Nice silver paint in there. Here on the air intake, we get the simulated screen effect. We also get the effect here on the grates on the side. Nice sculpted detail. Back tires are the same as the front. They're a little bit bigger. And we get that awesome looking Batman rim. On the back of the car, we get solid red for the brake lights. We get a nice silver paint on the exhaust and that gunmetal for the jet engine. I also think up here that these engine grates are also a little bit of the gunmetal. For a better look at the tail end, from the top, you can see that the exhaust pipes stick out quite a bit. Looks really good. On the other side of the car, it's exactly the same. Here's a nice top view of the car. We could see the nice sculpted detail down the top of the hood with more intakes. Up here and here are where the machine guns are concealed, but we do not get them in this version, which is completely fine for $60. Next up, we're going to take a look at the canopy, and yes, it is an off color, but still, I'll take it any day of the week. Above the canopy, we have another nice sculpted screen for an intake. Now, on the top of the hood, we have a button that pops the canopy open and we can slide it open. Inside the canopy, I have a card hidden in the bottom. There we go. I have a nice little Batmobile card. Flip that over. It's got some schmutz about the Batmobile that I don't give a shit about, but you can pause it and read it if you like. Now let's take a look inside the cockpit. We got a little steering wheel in the middle. I could see a little bat symbol down there. I know it's really hard to see, but it is fucking tiny. Along the dashboard, we got all kinds of instruments with nice little painted detail. Uncle Todd wasn't fucking around when he built this thing. It's beautiful. Back here in the cockpit, we have a nice seat made out of shiny plastic to simulate leather. Next to his seat, he's got two control panels with silver buttons running down the side. Nice paint application. Now let's try a figure out in this cockpit. This is the NECA limited release 1989 Batman I got 1,000 years ago at Toys R Us as an exclusive. Unfortunately, throughout the years, I broke his leg. Because many moons ago, NECA used to have really bad problems with breaking limbs. Alright, let's bend him up and get him in there. Now the NECA Batman fits in there no problem. And actually, I think you can fit more than one figure in there if you move them over. I got my Mezco Catwoman in there, no problem. Let's see if the canopy closes with two figures in there. Not a problem. Let's see it open. Yep. Let's take a quick look at the bottom of the car. You get basically minimal detail, but still very cool. You get the bat symbol from Batman Returns that would actually like lift off the ground, pick up the car and spin it. We see the bottom of the jet engine and the exhaust leading off of it. Very cool. We get a little look at suspension and some reinforcement. So, at the end of the day, and my final thoughts on this thing, I fucking love this thing. It is amazing. McFarlane showed the world that you can still make vehicles for 6 and 7 inch figures, make them affordable, give people what they've been asking for at a reasonable price, and he fucking knocked it out of the park. Who gives a fuck if the canopy's a little off color? You can always paint it if it drives you nuts. But for $60, this thing is incredible, and I love it. Yes, there are things that suck about this thing. Mine was mishandled in the factory and has tons of little chips all over the hood. The kind of plastic they used, it's definitely a dust hair fingerprint magnet. I really do wish they used a matte finish on it. But like I said, in the end, I love this thing. It's amazing. So until next time, people, I'd like to thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next review. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.